So today I wanted to do a green smoothie because I don't feel like cooking. That's been a trend lately. But also because I want something a little bit sweeter, but still figure out how to get vegetables in there. You see my daughter, she's gonna have some of it too to show you that it actually tastes good. Okay, so we got our Lentec smoothie blender. And I'm actually gonna use tofu, silken tofu, because it's softer than like the typical tofu that I use. You can see here it says for soup, salads, and desserts. So this whole package is about 4 servings, which would give you 16 grams of protein. I'm not going to eat this whole thing. It's just going to be for me and my daughter. So we'll do 2 servings, so half of this will give us about 8 grams of protein. So this will make it smooth too, because you won't be able to tell the tofu's in there, I promise. I'm also going to use some peanut butter to add in a little bit of fat so it can be a little bit more filling, and also get in a couple more grams of protein. There's actually 8 grams of protein for 2 tablespoons of a serving size, right? And then this is actually a banana. It looks crazy because it's a half of a banana that's left over from a snack earlier that my daughter had, so we're gonna make sure we use that. And then I'm also gonna get frozen bananas. So I like to freeze my bananas, especially when they get super ripe. I put them in the freezer and I cut them up in halves. So that way when I want to make a smoothie, this will make the smoothie very creamy, but also to me, I need to have cold smoothies. I don't like it when they're room temperature or when they're warm. If you like warm room temperature smoothies, then this part is not super important. So this will be my frozen banana. It looks crazy. It's kind of freezer burn a little bit, but that's okay. It's still gonna taste good. And gotta get the soy milk or whatever milk you like. Let's see. Also gonna do a few things that'll make it taste sweet without actually adding sugar. So that'll be some vanilla extract, a little bit of cinnamon. And then one more thing that I keep frozen is this. This is actually ginger. So I'm always trying to figure out ways to sneak in, well, I shouldn't say sneak, but put in a little bit, you know, some good stuff. So this is frozen ginger. We'll put that in there too. And then I'll get spinach, because this is what's gonna make it green. Alright, so first thing I do is I add a little less than a cup of milk, because I don't like my smoothie to be too liquidy. And I try to go from the lightest things to the heaviest things. Alright, so that's that. Add my spinach. It's about, I just get 2 big handfuls of spinach. I'm gonna add in my banana, ginger, frozen banana. So about half of a frozen banana. So 1 total banana basically. And so bananas, I like bananas because they're creamy. Sometimes people like to do berries. I don't like doing berries all the time in my smoothies because I like for the color to be a certain way. I'm just one of those weirdos. So like if you put blueberries in this, it will make it purple at first, but then it'll mix with the green and it'll be like this weird like brown color, which I hate. I just want it to be really pretty. I'm really one of those people where I eat with my eyes. Like I actually do. So now I'm gonna add some of the cinnamon. Like a couple dashes of that. And I love adding vanilla extract because it does make it taste a little sweeter without actually adding sugar. Okay. You only have a little bit of peanut butter left, as you can see. It's not much. So, and I said what, 2 tablespoons is 8 grams of protein. So I mean, it's pretty much, that's like 1.5 tablespoons, I'm guesstimating. Oh yeah, and with peanut butter, be careful. So I always try to get the ones that the only ingredient is peanuts. So no added sugar, no added oil, just peanuts. I forget where I got this from. Probably my local grocery store, which is Food Lion here in North Carolina. All right. And then the last ingredient, which I know people might be hesitant about, is going to be our tofu. So my first time ever having tofu was actually this kind, and it was not good. I remember there was a recipe that called for tofu, and I didn't know that there was different types of tofus. So I just thought all tofu was the same. So I got the silken tofu, and the recipe was saying that I needed to cut it up and like stir fry it. And if you've ever used silken tofu, at least how I've seen it, it's usually more in soups because it's so soft. And I remember I was just so disappointed. And then the flavor, you know, I didn't know what I was doing back then for sure. And it was not good at all. So if you saw my other video I did, I want to say a couple weeks ago, I tried to put a link up where I talked about that tofu is made from beans, soybeans. That's what these are pictures of. In America, we're more familiar with edamame, which is a young soybean. So I didn't even cut it and it just came out. That's crazy. So if you see, it's very soft. So when I put this in the blender, it's gonna blend up real easy. It's super soft, right? Hence the name Silken. So that's not a half. I'm gonna get one more bit of it. I'm gonna use this knife here just to get a little bit more. But yeah, it's very, very soft. I think the best places I've seen this used is usually like in Chinese restaurants is where I've been, where I've had it and I liked it the most. Yeah, all right. Because they put it in their soups, at least how I've had it. The ones that I've gone to, they put it in the soup. Make sure I get all of that. Okay. My top one. And then we're gonna blend. Just gonna hit smoothie. My daughter loves this recipe. She's one of those kids, she doesn't actually like a lot of super sweet things. Pour it in a nice pretty cup. And she doesn't like super sweet things. She prefers savory dishes, but this is the one smoothie that she likes that I make. Lily, you want me to pour yours in a cup? Hers in this little cup. And she likes it. Now I tasted it. It's good, but it's not like good. And I know why. I forgot one ingredient. I forgot my date. So I'm actually going to put this back in the blender. It's okay. I'm at home. And add my date to it. Because that date, it adds a little bit more sweetness without me having to add like regular sugar. Which for me is important because I have a sweet tooth. So, yeah, how could I forget the date? I got these from Costco. 2 pounds. I think it's $9 if I'm not mistaken. So I just take, when I do it, I take the seed out and break it up a little bit before I put it in. So I was tasting it and I was like, it tastes good, but it's not quite how I remember it. It just needs a little bit more flavor. Now we blend this up and that should be where we want it to be. All right, now I think that'll be right where we want it. So here is the smoothie. That's my little clap dance. Something tastes good. You can't tell there's tofu in there. That's number 1. A little hint of ginger. That's number 2. The dates is key. That's number 3. The peanut butter, the banana, the date, they all work together, make it super smooth and creamy. And then it's cold because of the frozen banana, so I love it. It's great. Yeah, I haven't been wanting to cook lately because I'm about to get ready to start cooking for a client. I've taken a little break because of the summertime, my daughter being in school. And so I'm excited because I'm gonna get back starting cooking. It's technically my first official client coming up soon, so I can't wait to share that with y'all. Oh man, I cannot wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just excited to cook for someone other than my husband and my daughter on a regular basis, I should say. And I'm just excited to get them some really amazing food that tastes good and it does good things for them. And so, man, I'm just so pumped. I can't wait to share with you guys the recipes and some of the dishes that I'm preparing for them. But yeah, I just needed some time to kind of take a break and go, all right, I'm hungry, but I don't feel like cooking. So this could be a really good smoothie that you could try that for. My daughter is playing the Nintendo Switch right now, so she's actually not going to try her smoothie right now. Alicia, you want to show them how it tastes? Careful, don't go too fast. Thank you, Alicia. 6-year-old teenager. All right, I'll see y'all in the next video.